Today we are living in a new millennium. We recall and remember with fond memories and gratitude the founding sisters of the Indian Mission of Sisters of St.Charles Borromeo Congregation. We would like to share about that 4 seedlings that were transplanted into the soil of India as pioneers of our congregation.
Mother Mary Gerard, born on 25th May 1883, studied in West and there she entered as postulant on 31st May 1905 with the name of Mary Gerard. She made her first profession on 20th September 1906. After having been a simple mistress, she was named in 1919 as the directress of Jovenet, where she gave herself to the little boarders without counting the cost. She occupied this post till she left to India at the end of December 1929. Mother Mary Gerard was one of the 4 pioneers who were to found the first mission field of our congregation in India. She was appointed as the first superior of the new mission in India at Ranipet Convent.
Because of her jovial and approachable character, she was able to move even the authorities of the revenue department. Her charity was unlimited. She had a special regard, love, and interest for the parents of the sisters. All through her life in Ranipet, she remained a happy and contented community, and all the sisters felt a strong sense of belonging. She died on 3rd September 1959 and was buried in the chapel of Ranipet. Children never failed to go to her tomb to pray for their success even to this day.
Mother Virginie Gabriella Amand was born in an honorable family of Bagnes on 1st July 1885. Her parents, wishing to give their daughter a solid Christian education and formation, confided her at the age of 12 to our boarding school in Peru. When Mother Virginie was 19 years old, her intense love for God and passion for the salvation of souls brought her to the novitiate at West and was professed in 1906. She was a born missionary and established educational centers in Shimoga and also. It was she who began the new venture of medical mission and established the hospital and dispensary at Bhadravati. As a young headmistress, she dreamt of mission at Africa and in Asia, for which she prayed in silence for years. Her own life was an open book to establish God's kingdom and spread kingdom values through her very life.
Mother Virginie was an active person, ever ready to undertake something. She was a realistic person with an iron will, a magnanimous intelligence governing a motherly heart. Mother Virginie's soul was childlike, innocent, straightforward, sincere. A want of sincerity was unthinkable for her. Very broad-minded, a real artist, painter, etc. A sample of her artistic work can still be seen in the Sacred Heart Church, Bangalore. She died on 14th September 1962, Feast of the Exaltation of the Cross, and was buried on 15th Feast of Our Lady of Sorrows, a feast very dear to her heart.
Mother Maria Brownson was one of the four pioneer missionaries who came to India in the year 1929. She was born in Bangay in England of a noble family.
Her parents offered two of their children, namely Mother Elizabeth and Mother Maria, to St. Charles congregation.
Nobility of her character was shown throughout her life. She practiced vow of poverty to the core, in spirit and in material comforts.
The only person who never had a private room to stay, but always stayed with the children in the dormitory. She would sleep even in veranda. Never a word of complaint from her. All through her life, she never took holidays.
A lover of doing the pastoral work, conducting choir in the parish, training the children wonderfully for all the liturgical services. She was ever faithful to the letter of the rule.
She had great devotion to her guardian angel. Her prayer life was source of inspiration and guidance to all.
She never desired to be known or shine out, such a hidden soul.
Simplicity and joyfulness were the ideal found in her. She was faithful and loyal, noted for her personal austerity and sincerity.
Tender in heart, gentle in deeds, kind in words, and helpful to all, approachable and charitable to the poor and needy. Her patience was really admirable.
She accepted everything in a spirit of mortification and ready to do any menial work cheerfully. Her life encouraged others to do good works.
She landed in India at the age of 33 and rendered 33 years of valuable service.
During her illness, she awaited with great serenity for the coming of the Lord.
Finally, slept in peace on 14 February 1964 at the age of 67. We can be sure that she intercedes for our congregation.
Mother Margaret Murray was born on September 25th, 1899 at Aix-les-Arcs. She was the fifth child of a profound Christian family which cheerfully gave 3 of its 7 children to the convent.
The pious and fervent years of her youth prepared her for religious life. On August 14, 1919, she joined her sister Eugene, Sister Marie Therese, who had entered the congregation a few months earlier. The two sisters made their profession on 31st May 1922.
Mother Margaret Murray was one of the 4 pioneers of the Indian mission. She was the first novice mistress in India. She was an inspiration and model to the young religious. She was convinced that religious life was a complete self-giving. She exacted much from herself and also from the novices.
She was always full of order, courageous and serene, which is the characteristics of souls rooted in Christ. She served as a missionary for 40 years. Feeling her strength declining, she returned to the mother house. When activity was no more possible, prayer filled her days. She suffered heroically, united with the Lord in His suffering. She passed away to eternity on 21st December 1980.
The transplanted seeds had to struggle under the cloud of weather, language, culture, custom, transport, and so on. Our pioneers' life was simple yet challenging. They read the signs of the time and brought newness to our mission. We are proud of our first missionaries and we thank God for them.
I am Sister Stan. I am happy to see the mission progressing. May our holy predecessors bless all of us.